gotta drink this water. We gotta drink this water. I know it has been a long time. I already know. If you probably see my name pop up on your feed, you're like, yo, where has Alexis been? Well, Alexis has been navigating life, right? I think the last actual video that I posted, I think I have a fuzz in my nose, was in 2020. And you know, life has changed. Life has changed. I'm literally 5 years older. So we got lots of chit chat. We got lots to chit chat on, and I'm just basically we're gonna be doing our makeup. I'm gonna do my makeup real quick and chit chatting with you all. Okay? So I missed you guys. You know, the infamous little hair thingies. Yeah. I literally always feel like a princess with this on. Anywho's, please excuse the face. We're in the luteal phase. It's either luteal or luteal phase, however you want to pronounce it. We there, baby. And the skin is skinny on that level. Okay, but anywho's, I thoroughly missed you guys. If you see me looking down, it's literally because I'm doing my makeup. I know it has been so long, but you know, as a millennial, I want people to understand that we are real people on the other side of the screen. And I think what social media has done to a lot of people is believe that we are robots and that we have to constantly keep producing. Last time I checked, I'm a human. So I get tired and I need time, and I need to live life. I need to do things in order to give back. Okay? If you're interested, I can list the makeup that I'm using below. If not, it's okay. I'm honestly just trying to use up this Laura Mercier foundation. I don't know exactly. Oh, it's called the Real Flawless Weightless Perfecting Foundation by Laura Mercier. I'm definitely too light. This is too light, but we work with it. You know what I'm saying? Because our face is summer and we trying to get the face together. I am in shade 2W1 Macadamia. This reminds me so much of my makeup days. If you are an OG here, and I know I got some OGs still on my channel. I'm surprised all y'all didn't unfollow me because I haven't been uploading. But if you guys are an OG, I started my channel off makeup. Do you see how that? It's a glowy foundation. So keep that in mind. Even though I have oily skin with some dry patches because my skin is changing as I'm getting older. Wait till we talk about that as getting older. Oh, child. 30s are great. 30s are way better than your 20s. But child, let me say the body changes are just a thing. Like, your girl needs a nap. Honestly. I know it's glowy. This thing is showing up real glowy on my end. But that is okay. But anywho's, where have I been? I've been living life. In one of my shorts, either my shorts or my live, one of my lives, I talked about how I really just was gonna let this channel go. Like, I was like, whatever, like, I'll just keep it, obviously, because I want a YouTube account to watch other YouTube videos. But I was like, for a long time, I just let this thing go. You know what I'm saying? I didn't feel like I had a voice. I didn't feel like it was going anywhere. And one of my bad habits is I just let things go. Now, I have to live with the wonderment of what if I didn't stop. But that's on me, and I think that's another life lesson here. If you are new, another life lesson I could definitely teach you guys is don't give yourselves that many opportunities to say what if, you know, or I wish I should have. Do not afford yourself that many times that because that's regret. It is what it is. I still have the content. I have reposted or unprivated, I should say. I've made public some videos that I feel like I love, and I still think they can go with my channel. I did not publicize all of my videos just because some of them I'm just like, we not there no more. But you know what? Maybe with due time, I might just give you guys all of them. You will see me sipping water every 5 minutes because one of my anti-aging secrets is drinking water and minding your business. If you know, you know. Fun fact, I was so against these dang tumblers. It's not a Stanley. I don't believe in paying $50 for a cup. I just don't believe in that. But this one was $29.99, and I said, you know what? She's cute. Why not? So I am now part of the Tumblr family, and I have to say I had to eat my words because I was so against it. But if y'all see me with a Stanley, just know somebody gifted it to me. I didn't buy it because I just can't fathom that. You know what I'm saying? I just can't. As a millennial who grew up in the era of the 2007, was 2007? No, 2017, 2015 era of makeup. If you know, you know, we were big on the, you know, super contoured face, the thick brow, the Anastasia pomade. I have since then got rid of that because now we don't do that no more, honey. So my makeup routine is very, very minimal. I do a nice little foundation, some contour, bronzer, and call it a day, to be honest with you. So yeah, it's crazy how much things have changed since my time on YouTube. Here, this is like my go-to like bronzing contour stuff. It's the Tarte Sculpt Tape. It's in the shade, because I'm a lot lighter than I used to be. It's in Cool Bronze. I'm actually gonna try to do this on camera because, you know, I'm an OG, so I should know how to do this, you know what I'm saying? So quick little thing, here's my cheekbone. As you get older, my ladies, okay, your face is going to change, skin is going to change, placements of things will change. I always do my forehead because I feel like I have a big forehead. And then what I do is I can naturally see my cheekbone here. I go above the cheekbone because we don't want to look saggy. We want to look lifted, okay? So there's my cheekbone. I just go above it and then I blend. And I do blend it up into here. And I like this because this is kind of forgiving. So if you put up too much on there, you can blend it out. But okay, so this side of my face, it's here. The lighting is a little off, but so I go kind of above it. I go on top of my cheekbone. As such. I don't know how I got a pimple in my eyebrow. Just don't mind that. But anyways, the jaw. So I like to do my chin. Make her cute. And I like a little bit of jaw action here. And I blend that kind of up. And then I always do my nose. See? And then I always do like a little part in the bottom right there. But you know, anything to really just kind of help. Again, my makeup routine has changed. I just don't believe in putting that much makeup on. That is the Mona Lisa that I paint on my face. She's cute, right? So then I blend it in as such, just really, really blend her in. Yes, so since my last video, again, I've obviously gotten older. I've honestly gone through a pretty deep spiritual transformation, right? I've always talked about how I believe in God, and I believe in God through Jesus's teachings. That has not changed. So shout out to those of us who are believers in Jesus, because he is the OG. So yeah, in terms of that, hasn't really changed. But my relationship with him, completely, it has evolved, and that just is what it is. You're always going to evolve with God. You know what I'm saying? I was a young girl. What they call it a babe in Christ. So I was just young, and God is so kind. God is so kind. He knows when you're a young babe, okay? And I don't know what that is. And he makes it very, very clear that he loves you. And not that he has not made that clear now, but we are in a different stage. I mean, I've just been understanding more about him, and just in a deeper way. Just like a relationship with people, that's how my relationship with God is. It's gonna change, it's gonna evolve, it's gonna deepen with every year of life that I do with him. Listen, in 2020, if you didn't get close to God through that stuff, whoo, child. But yeah, that has not changed. We still over here. I don't use, one thing about me is I don't use my faith as content, right? I don't make stuff just to target Christians. I am Alexis, and that's who I am at the beginning of the day. Beginning and end of the day, I'm Alexis. My faith is the foundation about everything I do. All the wisdom that I pour is still from God himself. I'm absolutely not wise enough. Yeah, that has not changed. And I'm just grateful. I'm grateful that I had a nice incubation period. I'm grateful that I didn't really broadcast it. I didn't vlog it. You can't really vlog real transformation, and that's something I've really had an issue with. You cannot film yourself crying and call that growth. Take a sip of water from that one. I have built my platform on being real and as transparent as possible. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not baiting nobody with my faith. My faith is my faith. And that's why over here we talk about all things. So, but yeah, in terms of my I'm really trying to do this on camera, girls. Yeah, but in terms of like my faith and my relationship, we still solid. You know what I'm saying? We still solid. And I just, before I go on to like another topic of like my life and me getting older and me covering up every possible blemish, don't be scared to ask God questions. He loves you. There's not a single question that he's offended by. He actually already knows the questions you're gonna ask before you ask a question. Okay? So don't ever think that God is a God that you can't ask questions, because you can. And baby, I am the asking question kind of girl. But yeah, and I'm just gonna go in with my Charlotte Tilbury. Yes, this has been, child, this has been a great, when I tell you this is flawless, it is called the Airbrush Flawless Finish. When I tell you, it erases your pores, it covers your imperfections. It is just, when I tell you this covers up your sins, I'm serious. Now, it's not the best in terms of a retouching, like my Fenty, which I don't have any more of, but like my Fenty touchy like matte powder, that one's really great. But like to set your makeup, this is the one. This is the one, ladies. So yes, the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Airbrush Finishing Powder. I know you see that. I know you see that flawlessness. Looks like I got a filter on. Baby, I don't. All right, so what else is new with me? Bronzer, please do not, don't judge, but we gotta have bronzer, okay? And in other news, what else have I done since I've been gone? Gosh, I have been a podcast member. I have also then started my own podcast. I had one vision. It was called 21st Century Woman Podcast. If you remember, then I know you really an OG. Then I put that down, and then I finally, on a random day in 23, yeah, I got this idea to really stick with and start with my current podcast, which has been going now for 2 years. Is it 2 years? So since 2024, she has been going. It's called Embrace the Journey Podcast. I've had guests. So my first season was all guests, honestly. I had a few episodes that I did myself, but nothing cray-cray. Nothing crazy, nothing too extravagant. And you guys, listen, I know there's a lot of podcasts out there. I get it. There's a lot of everything out there now. You know what I'm saying? Everybody seems to have something. But I did not let that stop me from doing what I know for sure I heard God tell me to do. Because I was literally in California, just on like a little like random trip, leisurely trip, whatever. And I wasn't thinking about no podcast. To be honest with you, after 21st Century Woman, I was good. I said, you know what? This is just not for me. I don't know what it is. It just ain't for me. So I was 1000% okay with putting the podcasting world down. And then I started to tell myself, baby, I'm not going to be able to do this because look at the people. Look, they have all these like professional cameras and all this equipment, and I ain't got none of that. None of that. I ain't got it. So I was like, great, this is a great sign. This is not for your girl. Well, Sky Daddy had other plans. And I know when it's God, because the idea is so heavy on my soul, really, that like it won't let up. You know what I'm saying? It's like a little kid tapping your shoulder like, I got an idea, I got an idea, I got an idea. You need to, And it's like, yo, hold up, Sky Daddy. You know what I'm saying? Sky Daddy is the name that I give God to be kind of cute and funny. And you guys, from there, I just stuck with it. And here's what I love about a small beginning. I think a lot of people despise a small beginning, but you should not despise a small beginning, because the small beginning has allowed me to change my color scheme, has allowed me to update my website however many times I feel like it. It has allowed me to finally have a logo and like it and stick with it and all that. So yeah, don't despise a small beginning. And although I'm nowhere near some of these podcasters, my shows that I have on there thus far have definitely helped people. I've gotten a few messages here and there from the folks that remind me that I'm doing what I know is right, because impact is what longevity is. When you impact people, you will have longevity. If you just follow trends, you're not gonna have longevity. You're gonna be trendy, but you're not gonna have longevity. You're not gonna have community. You're not gonna have all the things that can withstand time, changes, seasons. And the reason I love that God gave me that title, Embrace the Journey, is because I'm gonna go on many journeys of life. Not just one, not just two, but many journeys in life. And that's why I love it. I just, yeah, he's the best marketing plan, I'm telling you. So yeah, I do have that. I have a YouTube for it. All that stuff will be linked below. I got an Instagram page for it, and all the stuff, really. So I have all that linked below, because I know it's a lot. But that's another thing that I've been doing. What else is new? Now I'm bringing out the big old, oops, gotta bring out the big old eye palette. This is like the only eye palette that I own, which is wild, because gosh, if you've been on my page, I used to have hundreds of eye palettes. We don't need them no more, okay? I also only have like one bag of brushes, because less is more. Ladies, less is more, and don't let nobody tell you otherwise. I do have a doggie. Her name is Seika, S-E-C-A, Seika. She's not here right now, like she's not, but she in the living room. She's a husky. I might cut a little scene so you guys can see her for sure. So yes, she is a doll. And what I find funny about the whole dog situation is because I had dated a guy back in 2021. I think that was when it was, 2021. I had dated a guy back then, and he had a husky, and his husky didn't like me. And I remember that was one of my relationships that, you know, just wasn't healthy, and I had to get out of that as quickly as possible. But the funny thing about that relationship, and I'll talk about my relationships probably in some other video, but the one thing about that relationship is, although it was absolutely not okay, a lot of aspects, you know, that were not okay. In that particular one, I found my voice. And I found my voice because I had to speak up to someone who wasn't listening to me, who wasn't hearing me, who wasn't making me feel seen, heard, and loved. And in doing that, I learned that no matter what, I'm gonna speak up for myself, no matter what. Even if you don't hear me, even if you wanna say XYZ and I'm doing too much. Nope, that relationship really developed my voice in such a weird way that I knew, I was like, oh, God was here, because, honey, see the white walls behind me? I think if I talked to the wall, it would have listened better. It was one of those. But yeah, now I have a husky, another one. And what's the whole thing that's funny is when I left that relationship with that one guy, with the first husky, I said to God with all my chest, I said, I am not dating anybody that has a husky. Ain't doing it, God. Ain't doing it. You can have a cat, a Yorkie, a golden retriever. I don't care. But I specifically said to God, I said, I am not dating anybody with a husky. That did not age well. I'll just say that. Because now, in a weird way, and this is why I believe God is in all things, I have healed from that first husky because of the husky that I have now, because she's a sweetie. And yeah, I'm basically her mommy. I'm her mommy based off a relationship that I'm currently in, which is very, very healthy. So I don't know who needs to hear this today or out there or whatever in the internet streets, but healthy relationships do exist. We need to stop constantly speaking negativity into the world that, oh, no good relationships exist. No, they do, honey. They do. Good men exist. Good, healthy, healed men exist. And so do healed, healthy, whole women also exist. And I know, child, the relationship landscape now is just, it's a lot going on. It's a lot. As you can see, nothing big. I'm just putting something in my crease to make it look, you know, cute. But yeah, I'm in a healthy relationship with a healthy dog who has healed my dislike of huskies. So you're probably wondering, like, Alexis, why are you back now? What made you come back to YouTube, right? You lived life, you've had experiences, you have wisdom. What made you come back? You know what I'm saying? And honestly, there was just this little part of me that missed this side of social media. Since my exit of YouTube, we've had so many things go on, like with Instagram and TikTok and Threads now. That's like the new Twitter. And for some reason, I just feel like, and I'm not speaking for everybody, but I just feel like those platforms have hindered the smaller content creators from being seen. I know we hear the phrase, oh, there's no room for anybody. There's room for everybody, but you have to make the room for the little guys too, you know? And I just don't think that those platforms really help smaller content creators. So with that, I said, you know what, let me just like check my YouTube real quick. And with time, and I think it was Sky Daddy for sure, I decided that I'm just gonna start this back up. We're not gonna overthink it. We're not gonna stress ourselves out. As you can see, I'm not overthinking this. This is me and you guys, okay? So I'm not overthinking anything. I am simply turning on my phone, this is my phone, and I'm just gonna talk. And I think that's what we need. I think we've been in an era where we know the perfect aesthetic. We know the perfect apartment aesthetic. We know the perfect editing. We seem perfect, but we've missed and gotten away from real. And I think that's what we are all craving, to be honest. Commercial break. There's nothing like a good lash curl, let me tell you. If you are in your 30s, you know that a good eyelash curl, it just does something to the face. It does something to the eyes. Every time I think that my eyes are like sagging, I'm like, oh, I just needed an eyelash lift. That's all. I just needed an eyelash lift. Shoot. This is how I do it, ladies. If there's a method that you use that works, let me know. I curl them before my mascara. And I'm telling you, it just does what it needs to do. But back to what I was saying. Realness is the thing. We want real people. We want as real as possible. Again, there's gonna be a dimension of reality that is a little bit distorted just because these are devices and we're like looking into them and stuff like that. Like, you're not really here with me, you're like looking at me. But in general, we are craving real people. We've seen a lot of corruption of people that we followed and invested in, and they were never who they said they were. And then it's like, oh dang, who is real? So I've always prided myself on being real. That was rude. Anywho's, I didn't feel like I could compete with these people with real editors and some of the best equipment out there, right? I just felt like, nah, like, I'm good. Like, there's no way people are gonna want my content because I'm just a one-woman band. You know what I'm saying? I said, there's no way I'm gonna be able to succeed or grow with just my little setup here. So partly that was also a deep narrative that I was carrying as to why I let the channel go, because I simply felt like I wasn't good enough. And I don't know who needs to hear that, but you are good enough, period. You might need to, you know, go back to the drawing board a little bit and maybe like tweak some things, but you are good enough. Each and every one of us is good enough. Don't ever let somebody say you're not. And don't ever take advice from people who ain't done what you're trying to do. Okay? We get a little bit, you know, we get a little sensitive because we want to take advice and listen to people who ain't even walked this path. And here's the thing. I'll take advice from someone who has walked this path. So I don't care who it is. Another little gem. Don't take advice from people who ain't done this or haven't done the very thing that you are trying to do. Because you got to ask yourself, where are they operating from? They're operating from inexperience, pessimism, and projection. If you have never done what I've done and all you give me advice on is being negative, I don't know if you can do that. You know what I'm saying? Baby, you're not it. You're not it. Make a break. My favorite part is brows. I love me a good brow. So if I'm looking down, it's because I'm doing my brows. So all in all, I've had a lot of time to really think, and not just think, but also encourage myself to get this channel back up and running. Because if I'm being honest with you, I had about 8 different excuses as to not filming myself today. They're gonna sound silly, I know. But they were things like, I'm older now, I don't look the same. Or, I haven't been on here, they're not gonna listen to me. Who's gonna find me? You know, am I really wasting my time? Am I wasting my time? Because I felt like I wasted my time last time. And you know, it's gonna take me time to edit. I'm talking, when I tell you, the voices of excuses were loud. And I had to silence them because I said, no, you don't control me anymore. I am not the 20-something-year-old Alexis. I'm the 34-year-old Alexis. And when I say I'm gonna do something, I'm going to do it. And there's nothing like posting. Just post. Just do the darn thing. You know what I'm saying? I always talk about people want realness, authenticity, vulnerability, transparency. I gotta be the very thing that I say. If I'm not encouraging someone to just turn on your camera or get your phone out and put a little light on top, if I'm not willing to do that, I cannot tell you to do that. I am being the person in which I encourage. Like, I am her. And that's why I speak this. So guess who won, baby? Wasn't the excuses. Makeup talk. Favorite lip liner ever. Okay, it just goes with everything. It's by MAC. I love the MAC lip liners. I know they're overpriced. I know they are, especially in today's world where I feel like everything is inflated. I know these are, but they're dry and they're just good. They don't smear. I like them. It's the MAC lip pencil in the color Whirl. She's that girl. And the reason I love it is because it's like literally my lip color. It's great. Oops. I do kind of color it in too, to kind of be a base under my lip gloss. And the lip gloss that I love, again, we're trying to be affordable here. I mix high-end with drugstore, is by e.l.f. It's called the Rose Envy. These are just, it's the Glow Reviver Lip Oil. Tell you, that MAC lip liner with this, if you see me out in public, this is what I'm wearing. Okay, when I tell you simple makeup, this is the finished product. I will go ahead and put on my clothes. But just to finish up this get ready with me, chit chat, catch up, really, that is why I'm back. I'm back because I feel led to come back. I'm back because the world really is craving for real people. And I feel like that is entirely my brand and my platform. It's my life with Lexi. I have had that handle for a long time. And some of my old videos have the same handle, but that is me. It's my life. And my life will speak for itself. My life is why I have wisdom. It's why I'm able to get on here with confidence and evolve. If you guys, you watch some of my older videos, my voice, I wasn't confident. but I'm gonna keep those up there because I want to show somebody that I have a beginning, you know. And without that beginning, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be as confident and in purpose. You got to start. You know what I'm saying? Don't be ashamed. Don't be embarrassed. It's all gonna work out. It might just be a little slower than you wanted. Success, true success, is not overnight. Success is really showing up day in and day out, sowing that seed, watering the seed, and waiting for it to grow. That's really what it is. And that's why I'm back. I'm back. I'm still in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, so I have not moved. But I'm still a Florida girl at heart. Baby, give me flip-flops, give me chanclas, and give me the beach. Okay, I'm still, there's days I just miss the beach. I'm not gonna lie to you. I say, Sky Daddy, I need some water. Okay, what else is new? I'll take you guys along with my new kind of hobby because I'm gonna start training up pretty soon. I am a runner, so I have tons of medals. I will talk about that in another video for sure. But yeah, so much has happened and I want to take you guys along now. I want to really open myself up back to you guys and to create a community. That's why I'm making this. That's why I'm back. We might not do any mukbangs. I just feel like I don't eat cute on camera. I have some mukbangs on my channel, but you know, we gotta have a beginning, so that's why they still up there. I'm sorry. But yes, I love you all. I'm so glad that I am back. Chit chat was fun. I'm here, I'm happy, and I'm just your millennial bestie, big sister, and I want to help guide you through life. I want to give you the cheat codes. I want to be a voice that shows you don't have to be negative. You don't have to become hard because of the world, and you can love people and you can enjoy the pivots. There are going to be so many seasons in life that things change, especially in your 30s. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me tell you. Whew. And that's okay. But I want to give you guys a voice because I found mine and she's not going nowhere. My voice is here to stay. So please, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Every video, we just going to be sipping on some water. Okay, water, it is what it is. I might do some vlogs, we'll see. I do want to go vlogging again, but vlogging is like, it's a lot of work, so give your girl some time. Give your girl some time. We're gonna get back into it. But I love you all. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to check out all the stuff and the links below and my profile, all of that. Please go ahead and support my Embrace the Journey podcast pages, YouTubes, Instagrams, all that. And I will see you on the next video. Peace.